Hello everyone, it's FARMSIMGUY here, hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to Court Farms. As you can see, we're pushing on here with this hay harvest, or hay baling that we have got a contract on at the moment. And it's going pretty well, if I'm being honest. We are just windrowing the hay. It's good to go with the new fast track. I've been driving it for a bit. We've popped Davey in there now, who seems to be loving it. So that's good. Hopefully he keeps it as pristine as it is at the moment, but he's doing a very good job with it. So, these windrows here, we will get them baled up in a minute, and we will get them ready to be collected. Again, we don't have to wrap these, it's hay, so shouldn't take us too long to get this finished and get them loaded up. So, we're going to push on with this now. We've got the Nugavile baler as well. We had to buy this second baler, because the first one we had wrapped bales, but couldn't operate without having them wrapped, so we've leased this with a view to buying it longer term. It does look very compact and very nice, so hopefully it will do a good job. But we're going to jump in this with the case here. We're going to get things baled up, and we will then head back. The Renault is on the bale trailer at the moment, and if you remember, that was a real struggle last time, so I'm excited to see how that's going to operate now we've had the engine sorted on it. So, I guess not much more to do than push on with it. Obviously, we've got a lot of other things playing around in our head at the moment as well. If you remember from the last episode, Charles has offered us the farm managership at Home Farm, which is at the top of the hill there. And we have got to make a decision on whether or not we want to do that alongside running the contracting operation. Now, what it does help is in the lulls with the contracting, we've got stuff to do. He wants us to predominantly look after the cows there, but obviously some land comes with that as well, so we can create our own silage, create our own straw, create our own hay, so that we've got enough to make food for the cows. He's going to ship the cows in from one of his other farms. I think he's got quite a lot of land. So we've got to decide whether or not we take that on. I think we're going to, if I'm being honest. I think everything helps. Now, he said that some machinery was available. I don't know what that is yet. But he said he'd happily pay us for anything that was needed to use our contracting equipment as well. So that is good. I think he's used contractors a lot, so it makes sense for him to continue to use contractors, even if it is me. Conflict of interest? I don't know. That's not my decision to make. But at the same time, he's getting a service guaranteed from me, and obviously I'm going to prioritise the farm if I'm managing it as well. So let's see how that goes. But for now, we're just going to get things all set up here and get the baler going for a bit. So we'll jump in, we'll push on for a bit with this, and we will see you shortly. So we're making good progress here. Things are moving pretty well. We've got a good few bales in the field already. I'm looking out over there. Davey's done and all folded up with the windrower. So we'll probably tell him now he can head down to the yard. He can bring back the trailer and the telehandler, and by that time we should just about be done here. Right, Davey has brought down all his equipment, so we've done a little bit of a tag team. I've thrown him into the tractor doing the baling, and we are going to start picking up some of these bales. I'm going to move the trailer over to the area of the field where the bales are sitting, so we don't get in the baler's way. and we'll start loading some of these up. Now, I was going to use the Gavile grab that doesn't spike the bales, because so many of you get so upset when I spike my silage bales, even though it is a thing. But what we'll do, we'll use the bale spike, because these are hay bales. They aren't wrapped in plastic, so we are all good, and we're going to sell them straight away anyway. So, there we go. We are going to jump in, and we're going to pick these up as quickly as possible. I'm going to double check as well on our contract where we're supposed to be dropping these off. I think it might be up at Tall Trees where we were dropping off the sugar beets in the last episode. But I'll just do a double check on that and make sure that we don't have too far to go, which would be nice. So there we go. Michael Hammond, we're only 20% through it at the moment, but take the bales to Tall Trees Bales. Now, if I remember correctly, it is. Yep. There we go. So we've only got this little run up the main road to drop them off, which makes things a little bit easier. So, I'm going to jump in the JCB, and I'm going to push on, and we're going to get this sorted. So, we'll see you soon. Right, here we go. Last couple of bales on the first load. There's a lot of bales in here, actually. Certainly another full trailer load. I don't know what else we've got beyond that, but this is looking pretty good. So, I don't know how much this will get through the percentage of the contract, but that is one decent stack of bales there. Now, I'm thinking ahead, so if I do take this farm manager's job at home farm, what are the potential that some of these hay bales could come in handy to contribute to the feed? I'm sure Mr. Tedlington Smythe will happily pay us for the privilege, but I'm kind of thinking rather than selling them, because they're not worth much. They've more value to me as a mixer for TMR than they are selling. They don't sell for much. Straw and hay don't sell for much, unlike silage. So let's run these down. We've got to sell these ones anyway because these are part of the contract. But any that we've got left over at the end, we should probably keep. Davies missed a few bits on these couple of rows here, which is interesting. We'll probably have to run the baler up and down just to get those at some point. But just for now, we'll not worry about that. We'll try and get some of these bales down and sold. So we are at the top of this road up here, so we'll just gun it up here and we'll see when we get there. I tell you what though, this Renault is a completely different beast. Look at this. We are flying up here. There is absolutely no way that this would have made it up here in the good old days. Alright, a little bit of slowing down on the hill there, but that's not a surprise. We've got a big load of bales on the back. But it is towing these like nobody's business, so that is awesome. That means the engine in this is in a proper good place after the repairs that we did for it. So that's a tick in the box. And there we go, there's the entrance, just past the windmill there, to potentially our new home. I still haven't phoned Mr. Tedlington Smythe and said I have accepted, but I'm pretty much in my head decided that's what I'm gonna do. So let's get this contract done. I might give him a bell on the way back down the road, give him a call on my phone and just tell him that is our intention so he can prepare things for us. So like I said, we'll see you when we get to the sell point. But here we are, next to the pub. We'll swing round here and get these sold. It's nice to have an easy run to the sell point. We've had a few contracts already which hauled us all over the map, so it's quite nice, this one. Nice straight road to the sell point. Right, there is the bale sell point on the end of the building there, I believe. So let's see what we get for these. Let's make sure we get lined up properly. We've done this before and ended up with some staying on the trailer, so here we go. First batch, gone. Nice, then we'll just jump in actually to the contract and see how much through it we are now. See, there we go, 74% already. Now I'm nervous that I don't want to take too many bales down next time and over, if you know what I mean, oversell them and end up having less bales to keep for the animals. So let's just be cautious of that. Maybe take half a load back this time and just see where that leaves us. Right, let's head back to the field. Right, we're nearly back now. I'm just going to quickly, when we get in the field, phone Mr. Tedlington Smythe and tell him the good news. Well, good news from my perspective, I've got a new job. And it must be good news for him. He wanted me to do it, so there we go. Right, let's get through the gate here. And we'll park down at the bottom of the field here. Like I said, I'm not going to fill a full trailer here. Even if it means an extra run, it does mean I'm able just to monitor how many bales we need to sell and how many we can keep after that. Right, let's phone Mr. Tedlington Smythe. Didn't want to do it while I was driving. That is not good.
Well, hello, FSG old boy. How are you?
Hello, Mr. Tedlington Smythe. Sorry, Charles. I just phoned to say I've had some long, hard thought about the job, and I am going to accept your very kind offer.
That is fantastic news. Absolutely fantastic. Well, why don't you head up to the farm later, and I'll see what I can get arranged and shipped over there before you arrive.
That sounds great. I'm looking forward to it. I will see you later.
Wonderful news, old boy. Wonderful news.
Well, he does sound happy, doesn't he? Which is brilliant. And it could really make us, so it's a great decision. Right, tracks are off. Let's go and get the telehandler and round up a few more bales. Like I said, half a trailer load here, maybe, just a little bit more than. And we will see how many bales we need after that. So, let's get back on with it. Right. What have we got there? 12 bales. A little over half a load. Well, maybe we could have got... Yeah, we could have got a few more on there. Let's try this. Because, like I said, I don't want to sell any bales that I don't need to. So let's run these up to tall trees. There's quite a few at the top of the field there, though. So if we can pull this, I think we might be a little bit short here. I think we might be maybe 2 or 4 bales short, but I'm going to give it a go anyway. And we'll see. Because if we keep the rest, we are laughing. And our silage bales as well on our field. Maybe we could sell those to Charles as well. And at least some food ready for the cows when we get to the farm. Right. We'll see you at the sell point. Right, here we are back at Tall Trees. Here's my plan though. What I'm going to do is I am going to take the straps off, but I'm going to this time not park over the sell point, and we're going to do it bit by bit. So we'll put the HUD up as well so we can see if it gives us any percentages in the HUD while we're unloading. So let's give this a go, shall we? Straps off. Now the first 4 should disappear. We should keep the others on. So let's look in the top right hand corner there. See? 79, 93. We could do this. This would be amazing if this is right. It's finished. Now we did probably sell a little bit more over. Yeah, 484 of sold bales. Which is quite a lot actually. They're worth a bit. They're worth more than I expected. But like I said, they may be worth more to us as actual bales for food. So, we'll run down the farm, we'll pick the rest of them up, because we know they're ours now. And we'll run those up to home farm. But we might just have a look and see what we could make from them money-wise. But there we go, another contract done, another 15,000 that we can collect. In fact, we'll do that right now. There we go, 15,434. That was a pretty good estimation. I'm quite pleased about that, but let's collect that. And there we go, 120,000 in the bank, which is brilliant. So like I said, I think I said this in the last episode, we bought the fast track outright for 65,000, and we leased that new baler, and we're nearly back to the money we had before then, so great stuff. Right, we'll see you back at the field. Right, back in the load hall. Let's get these last ones picked up and down to the yard, and then we will see you there. I'm sure you don't need to watch me loading up another trailer load of bales, so we'll just skip this and we will see you up at home farm for the first time. Hello?
Hello, FSG. Charles here. Just phoning to say that the equipment has been shipped over to home farm, but we'll deliver the cows tomorrow, and we do have some bales as well that we can ship over. Some silage, some hay, and some straw bales, so you'll be able to feed them from the off.
Oh, interesting. Well, I've got a few bales here as well, actually, that I had left over from a contractor I could bring to the farm.
Excellent. The more we've got, the better. It's going to be a long time till the spring, and when we can plan to get the next harvest in. So, yes, we may be having to buy some stuff through the winter, but great news.
Oh, well, that's great. I'll be arriving shortly, so I'll look forward to seeing the equipment.
Wonderful stuff. I will see you soon.
Well, there we go. As we roll round here to the yard, we'll see what we have got and give you a little bit of tour of our new home. Home farm. There we go, the gates are open. So let's just roll in and see what's what. It's a nice yard actually, it feels quite spacious, quite a lot of storage in it as well, which I quite like. I'm guessing we'll be able to invest in more equipment as we move on. But for now, we've got what we've got. Right. Interesting. There's a few things in a few sheds here. Let's have a look at them. Right. So, I'm guessing we may drop our bales in here. This looks like quite a nice shed. Looks like it's had straw in it before. But if we could stack our different types of bales up in here, they'll be easy to access and load up. I'm guessing that's a feeder box over there, so we can do that. That's great. What have we got then? What's he left us? Again, a bit more storage in there. Maybe a equipment storage or seed, fertilizer, things like that. Oh, I've got this case front loader here. Looks like it's seen better days. It's had a tough life, but it's looking alright. Nice sized bucket on the front and a bale spike there as well. Great, so we can unload these actually. Which will be good. A forage harvester. Interesting. Interesting. Not the newest. It's an old style Jaguar. 820. But that looks nice. Maize header on the front as well. Now that is interesting. So maybe maize silage, which is good because you can get some serious volume. So that'll be interesting to try. And then an animal feed mixer. I'm not sure how much is in there. Oh, there we go. 22 meters cubed of product. So that's actually quite big, depending on how many cows we end up having. That's pretty big. And then this, which looks pretty new. A little T5 New Holland. Not masses of horsepower in these. Maybe, I don't know, 100, 120 tops. But that'll be a handy little tractor, I'm guessing. It's designed for running around the yard here. Taking the feed wagon about. Looks like it's got a front loader attachment as well. I will ask about that. It would be handy to have a front loader down here for sure. But very nice. Not bad at all. But that's all the kit. That's all the kit we've got. So I get the impression as well then that we're not going to be using straw for bedding in here. So slurry only, which is good because we can use that on the fields. That's nice. This is a nice size pen as well. Into a small pasture here with dry stone walls. So I'm not sure how many cows are coming over, but it all looks very much ready for them to arrive. I like this a lot. Now, there is some land that comes with this as well. So let's just jump out to the map and have a look at that. Obviously, I think when we looked the other day, this rather nice big grass field here down at the bottom belongs to us. There's the slurry pit. We'll try and fill that up as quickly as we can. But yes, no, down here there's this big field, which is great. Now, I think we own the adjacent one. How can I get to it? Is there a gate anywhere here? Or we'll just sneak through this little bit of hedge here. This is ours too, I think, that runs right up to the windmill. Let's just jump into the map and have a look. So yes, there we go. We have got this field here. 53. 133, which is the field we were just standing in as well. And 48, this big field at the bottom as well. Well, actually, we'll head down. We'll have a look at that in a second. Now, it looks like the windmill is on the land here. Based on the map just then, let's just have a look at that again. The grain mill is on our property. That is interesting. So, we can potentially utilise that to our benefit. How exciting. Right. Let's just push back through here. Right, I'm going to walk down to the end of the field here and have a look at our other field down at the bottom. This excites me. Obviously, we're going to need some grass, or some grass to be turned into hay at least. But we've got two other fields here, so we could be planting, I guess, wheat in one. And then maybe in the big one down here, this is what we use for our... We plant corn in here. And this is what we use for our silage going forward. What's in there at the moment? Linseed. Growth stage 3 of 7. Now it seems really wrong to plough that up and plant corn. But I would quite like to do that if we can. We're going to need to get something to feed these cows pretty quick. We'll maybe have to speak to Charles about that, actually. He's probably not going to want us to do that if he's planted this already this year. So it might be we keep our grass in here, and then, again, let's try and sneak through here. Maybe this is our cornfield, because this is just grass at the moment. We could get this planted with corn, and that could be our first crop, and then maybe revert back to Well, maybe we keep this as the corn one, and actually when the linseed is cut, we put wheat or barley or something into the bottom one here. And we use the straw off that for feed as well. So, lots of things to consider here, but it looks like we're into phase 2 of our life down here on Court Farms. We are a farm manager. We have our own farm, and we have somewhere to live as well, which is exciting. Now, I am going to keep the contractor's yard over there. As you can see, there is some equipment here, but not masses. We're going to have to keep using our equipment for certain things. I may even need to invest, especially if we're going to be doing forage harvesting. And we may need to upgrade our trailers, and certainly I'm going to need more than one. I'm kind of kicking myself now that I got rid of that other one, but we may need to invest in a couple of trailers. Tractor-wise, we're alright, but yeah, things change slightly now. We need to consider things. But here we are. We're at Charles's farm. We are the managers here now, and that's starting to get exciting for the future. Right, now I'm going to get these bales off. And I'm going to run this trailer back down to the contractor's yard. We don't have the luxury of auto load now, so we just need to be a little bit careful here. As we're stacked, we'll make sure that the top one doesn't fall off while we're moving things about. This feels pretty good already. There we go. First 2 out. That wasn't so bad, right? Shouldn't take too long to get the other ones done. The brakes on this are awful. Need to get those looked at. Right, final bale. We'll just drop this here. Like I said, not the prettiest, but it'll do the job. Right, final bale down. Oh, we might just leave this loader here, actually, because we're going to be using it in the shed when the other bales arrive later. So, there we go. First bales in the shed. Right, let's run this back down to the yard, and we'll come back up here a little bit later on, and when the cows arrive and when the rest of the bales arrive, we'll be good to go up here. But I think it's time to have a little bit of a tidy up back at the yard, and yeah, make a decision. We may want to bring some equipment up here, maybe not straight away, but we'll have a think about it. And definitely, the more I think about it, the more, if we're going to be doing forage harvesting, we need to think about other trailers. But I want to go back now to the yard as well and talk to you about my little idea I had, which has kind of been put on the back burner now because of the farm manager job. But I'm still going to do it because I think it could be quite a nice little money spinner. Right, we're nearly back now. Look at all those bales in the field. Now, it all depends on how many bales Charles is going to bring over from his other farms before I offer up ours. To be honest, if he wants them, he can buy them off us. I'm not giving them away for free, but equally, if he gives us a good price, he can have them, rather than us selling them to one of the sell points here. So we shall see. That is not for now, though. Look, okay, Davy's done a good job. He's parked those up there. We'll give those a wash and tidy things up. And while I'm doing that, I'll tell you about my other little idea. Hopefully, with the money we've got, we're going to invest in some animals of our own. Let's get the case clean. It's the dirtiest of the lot. So, here's my idea. I'm going to invest in a couple of horses. Got a little horse paddock area that I want to set up over down in the corner of the field there. And I thought we could have ourselves a couple of horses. We don't have any hay yet, so I'll have to buy some. Or straw anyway, we don't have any straw. But I thought, if we train them every day, I thought it would be a brilliant job for Davey actually, just to look after the two horses. Get them, ride them, exercise them a bit every day, give them some food, and just generally look after them as a going concern. I'll pay him a little bit extra for the privilege. But that could be his baby. And hopefully we can make some money out of them. We sell them on, breed some more, sell them on, and rinse and repeat a little bit. So, there we go. Fast track clean as well. I do love this. What a great tractor. Right, there we go. Job done. Let's get these put away. And yeah, then let's put our little horse paddock down. Right, there we go. Just park this up here. Like so. I'm going to have to move a couple of bales actually. But that'll allow us to show you where we want to put the horses. So, in fact, let's take the telehandler, shall we? So, just tucked in this corner here, I thought, nicely out of the way, we could put our little paddock. So, let's grab these bales and move them somewhere else. Grab that second one there. I've nowhere to put these right now, but I think I'm sure if we just pop them by the door here, they'll be alright until we load them up onto the trailer. There we go. So, let us place it. It's not that expensive, so it's not going to cost us a fortune. And a couple of horses are just 5,000 each, so I think this is going to be a good investment. So there it is. It's a little bit bigger than I thought. It will take up to 5 horses actually, which is great. They obviously need water as well, which we have got. But I think we're going to plant this 20,000. So it's a little bit of an investment. Let's drop this down. It's got a little bit of storage as well for bales and things like that. So, well, here we go. So there it is. A little bit of storage in there. We could probably drop a hay bale or 2 in there, which is pretty cool. I've got a door here. Inside here, this is where the feed goes. Another door here as well, I think. Yep. So, we are looking rosy. There's the water trough as well outside. So, I guess it leaves nothing more than to buy our first 2 horses. Take it back. 500. I thought they were 5,000. Brilliant. Well, we'll buy a chestnut. We'll have one of those. And I should take some advice from my daughter, really. She knows all about horses. I will take a bay as well. There we go. We have 2 horses. Look at them. They look great, don't they? Excellent. Right, we need to get them sorted with some food and water, which we will do in a little while. But for now, I'm just pleased to have them here. How exciting. So, there we go. We have got cows arriving at the farm tomorrow. We've got bales arriving. We have got 2 new members of the family here. We're going to have to name them at some point. Things are looking up for us. Lots going on as we move into the winter months. So, I think that would be a good time to call it for this episode and say thank you very much, as always, for watching. It is really appreciated. I hope you're enjoying this still. Loads more to come. Lots of ideas in my head now. We've got the access to the farm and the option to do different things in and around the contracts as well. So, thank you for watching. Take care, and I will see you all again very soon. Bye for now.